I have a hit piece on me. Guys, I told you yesterday on the show that Salon.com was writing a hit piece on me. And this is the faggoty communist reporter who wrote it. And we know he's a gay communist because basically someone sent me a screenshot that kind of makes it seem like this guy is using they them pronouns. We know he's a communist because he was retweeting Jacobin magazine. Of course, Salon is a super lefty publication anyway. And so, yeah, this little faggot wrote a whole hit piece on me for Salon.com. And I thought we could read it because, listen, I actually haven't read it yet. Do you guys want me to read it on air? I can do a dramatic reading. I actually haven't read it yet. Here it is. This is going to be great, guys. Okay. We're going to do this and then we're going to watch Nick because I need to read this. Yeah, exactly. Spelled in exactly that way, Yasmin. Exactly. I've heard that people lost IQ points in the reading of this hit piece. So let's see what Salon had to say. Fox News expert says Hitler went to heaven. I just love that the best these people can do is dig up a 4-year-old tweet. 4 years old. Do you guys know how I'm like the most boring content creator on the internet? If someone wants to write a hit piece on me, the best thing they have is a 4-year-old tweet. I've got an F-word pass. See, this is why it's so great that I have so many gay men in my audience, because I can always get an F-word pass if I need one. Karlyn Borisenko, a self-described fascist, is gaining influence and getting liberals fired. I'm getting liberals fired. Guys, what was the name of pop quiz for the chat? What was the name of the conference that I recorded Tom Alter at, where he openly, this is a Texas State University professor that I got fired a couple weeks ago because I recorded Tom Alter at a very specific conference saying that he wanted to overthrow the United States government. Does anyone remember the name of the conference that I recorded him at? Does anyone remember the name of the event that I recorded him at? Yeah, it was the Revolutionary Socialism Conference. The name of the event that I recorded the liberal at was called the Revolutionary Socialism Conference. It was with the Firebrand Collective and a group called Socialist Horizon. Tom Alter is a member of the group Socialist Horizon. Liberal? No, bro. No, Russell. No, faggoty Russell. He is a self-proclaimed socialist, you dumb fuck. Anyway. The firing of historian. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. The firing of a historian, Tom Alter, from Texas State University is drawing attention as part of a broader right-wing war against free speech. But the attack on Alter is also of note for relying on videos circulated by a far-right influencer. Guys, I'm a far-right influencer. Have I made it? Have I arrived? Is this peak internet? I'm now, guys, can we just revel at the fact that just 5 years ago, I was the Democrat that left the left, and now I'm in Salon.com, and they're calling me a far-right influencer? Bro, like, what an evolution. What a journey. This Salon journalist is, yeah, mangina. Yes, he is. Yep. What a journey. Oh my God. Videos circulated by a far-right influencer who appeared on Fox News that has made outrageous claims about Nazis and Jews, claiming that the public was lied to about World War II and Hitler went to heaven. In fact, genius, what I have said, because I'm on YouTube, is that the public was absolutely not lied about to by World War II, that we were taught the total and complete truth about World War II. I want to be very clear about my position because I'm on YouTube. The public was taught the 100% complete truth about World War II. Hitler was the worst person that ever lived. He's burning in hell. No less than 10 million Jews died in the Holocaust. Like, Russell, I don't know why you aren't very clear about my statements. I literally say them all the time. Gas chambers absolutely have wooden doors. We were were never lied to at all. It's all exactly like the Israeli Jews say it is. We like, it's the worst event in the history of humanity. Not a single Jew less than 10 million died. It's anti-Semitic to say otherwise. I'm actually very clear in my position. Oy vey, Russell. Oy vey. Oy vey indeed. Alter, a tenured professor, was fired earlier this month and accused by Texas State University President Kelly Damphouse of inciting violence for a recent speech at a socialist conference. So you're telling me, Russell, he's not a liberal. So you're telling me he spoke at a socialism conference, which means he's not a liberal. Far-right activist Karlyn Borisenko had posted a clip of Alter, misleadingly short of context. I literally posted the full video of his remarks on my Substack. I posted the entire video of his remarks on my Substack. You can find it. Karlyn, Karlyn.substack.com. Of him describing a confrontational strain of anarchist thought that arose in connection with the protests of the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center, better known as Cop City. The shared clip did not include his criticism of that tendency. It actually did, Russell, because I posted the entire speech that he made on my Substack, you retarded, intellectually dishonest, fake journalist. The clip circulated in right-wing circles on social media, eventually resulting in Alter's firing by Damphouse, who was chosen to lead Texas State University by the Texas State System Board of Regents. Members of the board are appointed by the governor of the state, Greg Abbott, a Republican. But Borisenko, whose exclusive coverage of the event immediately preceded Alter's firing, and by the way, I haven't even released a smidgen of the clips I have from that event. That clip that I released is not it's not even the only clip I have of them calling to overthrow the government. And so these journalists are going to look so stupid because I have clip after clip after clip from that event of socialists calling to overthrow the government that I haven't released yet. So just wait. Has herself repeatedly espoused extreme rhetoric on social media, even publicly embracing fascism and revisionist histories of Nazi Germany. Russell, like I said, I just said earlier, we were taught the complete and total truth about World War II and all that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. But here's the thing, Russell. Here's the thing. I work for myself. And I work for a community of people that pay my salary. They pay my salary in the form of super chats. Guys, if you really want to piss off the Salon.com journalist and you've been waiting to send me a super chat, now would be a really great time because I work for a community of people that fund my work via super chats, Substack subscriptions, merchandise sales, and book sales. Tom Alter worked for a taxpayer-funded university in Texas. He got paid by the taxpayer. He worked for someone else. So guess what, Russell? I can say whatever the fuck I want because my audience, the people that actually fund my work, know exactly what I think on this issue, which of course is that the Holocaust was the most horrible event in the history of humanity. 10 million Jews died, not a single Jew less. Hitler's burning in hell, blah, 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 yada, 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 whatever, whatever, whatever. My audience knows what I believe, Russell. Tom Alter worked for someone else. Too bad, so sad, cry harder. Suck it, commie. For example, in a post from August 2024, Borisenko said, Hitler went to heaven, I do not apologize. By the way, I said Hitler went to heaven because I think everyone goes to heaven. I don't think hell exists, so I don't think there's anywhere else that people can go. Just so we're clear, I literally think that everyone who has ever lived or will ever live goes to heaven because I don't think hell is a real place. But yeah, it's almost like he's leaving out the full context of it. It's almost like Russell is leaving out the context. Yeah, abolish communism, exactly. This post was in response to another post from her in which she says, everyone who died in the Holocaust chose, I make typos all the time, to die in the Holocaust before they were ever born because they collectively wanted to understand the experience of ultimate oppression. That's a spiritual belief, you retard. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A 4-year-old tweet. A 4-year-old tweet is the best these people have to smear me with. That exchange came as part of a years-long record of insisting the leader of the Third Reich went to heaven. Everyone goes to heaven, which includes saying things like, "You mean the Jews don't believe Hitler went to hell either?" What literally true, by the way. Jews don't believe that Hitler went to hell. Like, everyone knows that, right? So what he's missing, what the context that Russell is not including because he's writing a hit piece because he's a faggot communist, is that Dennis Prager, literally 2 weeks after I tweeted that Hitler went to heaven thing, Dennis Prager tweeted a video where he was talking about how Hitler didn't go to hell because hell isn't real. So that's the context, Russell. Borisenko has previously responded to criticisms of her comments, saying, "Heaven is real. It's the spirit realm where we all go to die. Hell is not real. It's an invention of religion to control people. Hitler was an evil person on a human level. He still didn't go to hell. Hell is not real." So then what's the problem? So Salon.com is pissed off that I'm having spiritual discussions about Hitler on Twitter. Ooh. In another exchange from September 2024, Borisenko said we were all lied to about World War II. Yeah, probably did. They traumatized us in school with atrocity propaganda. Well, I'm just saying that I don't think that Winston Churchill was the greatest person that ever lived. And I'm not the only one on the internet that thinks that Winston Churchill was probably not the greatest person that ever lived. Hitler was fighting communists and made multiple attempts to end the war. True. Just factually true, Russell. You don't have to like Hitler to say that Hitler was fighting communists. That's actually true. Is this hit piece like a giant win for me? Hang on. Is this hit piece just like a giant win for me? Where I'm dropping truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb, and they actually wrote it up in a whole article? Wait, this is what this is, right? They just... Hitler was fighting the communists and made multiple attempts to end the war. True. Most death in the camps were from typhus. True. Winston Churchill is one of the most evil men who ever lived. All true. All factually true. As it turns out. All factually true. Later in the same thread, Borisenko responded to a reply that was criticizing her for her Holocaust. I'm not denying the Holocaust. What am I denying? I said that most people in the camps died from other things other than gas chambers, which is true. I'm not saying they didn't die. I'm saying they didn't die from fucking gas chambers. Oh my, wait, you're shitting me. Later in the same thread, Borisenko responded to a reply that was criticizing her for Holocaust denial, saying, "You're literally Jewish. Your opinion means nothing to me." Oh shit. Oh shit, this is the best soy vey. This is such a W for me. This is such a W hit piece. In response to a request for comment, Borisenko says, "I'm rather shocked that you're not smart enough to do your own research and find," I meant find, I make typos all the time, "any number of videos or statements I've already made commenting on it. Since you obviously need me to do your job for you, what would you like to know? I will be documenting the exchange publicly on X to my 90,000 followers." Yes, I did, and I berated that asshole too. In a brief phone call with Borisenko, she did not respond to a request to explain her past comments about Hitler, World War II, and her efforts to question the Holocaust. Well, Russell, that's because I demanded your social media, and you didn't give it to me. And then we found your social media anyway. And now we're going to be tracking you for the rest of your fucking life, bro. We're going to find out all the groups that you're a member of. We are going to track every retard thing you say on the internet. You and I are going to be pals, Russell. Just you wait. Borisenko describes her work as an effort to shed light on the dangers of the left. Karlyn Borisenko infiltrates their meeting, collects their materials, decodes their language, and exposes their ideas. Reads the description of her Substack. True. Look, typo. Oh no, Russell made a typo in my name. Tisk, 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 journalist. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Borisenko has recently been welcomed by Fox News as an expert and an undercover investigative journalist. Well, I was undercover with Antifa in New York City a week and a half ago. In the words of primetime anger Jesse Waters, Borisenko, in an appearance last week, painted a dire picture for Fox's audience, claiming that the left's primary goal is violent overthrow of the federal government. So you're telling me, Russell, that I got a communist on video talking about violently overthrowing the federal government, and then I got him fired, and then I went on TV and I said their goal is violent overthrow of the government, and you guys are surprised? Maybe because I had them on video repeatedly saying that their goal is overthrowing the government. You ever think of that? Waters did not mention Borisenko's avowed support for the far right, including her stated belief that fascism might be our only option to defeat the left. I just keep racking up win after win after win in this hit piece. Yes, fascism might be our only way to actually defeat the left. Correct. Suck it, you dumb bitch. From a real world perspective, I right now am of the opinion that fascism might actually be our only option to defeat the left. I'm not actually joking again, Borisenko says. At my heart and core, I am a libertarian. True. I believe in voluntarism. True. I believe in individualism. True. I believe in free markets. Yep. I believe in all that stuff. But from a practical perspective, I kind of just feel like conservatives can't be trusted to make any decisions at all. This is such a win. And this guy actually posted, I kind of feel like conservatives cannot be trusted to make any decisions at all, and they'll never defeat the left. Absolutely true. They're way more committed to sending all our money to Israel than... Bro! I kind of just feel like conservatives cannot be trusted to make any decisions at all. They will never defeat the left. They are way more committed to sending all of our money to Israel than actually fixing this country. This is the best article. This article could not be more amazing. I sound fucking awesome. Fox News did not respond to a request for comment. In September 8th post concerning Alter, Borisenko, who was a Libertarian Party candidate for governor of New Hampshire in 2022, well, not really. I didn't actually campaign. Boasted that clip was from her exclusive coverage of the conference. Yup. A search of X shows that her post about Alter was the one that widely circulated. You want to know why that is, Russell? Because I haven't released any of the other clips, you retard. I still have 2 full days of clips that I haven't released yet because I don't work on your schedule, Russell. I've had other things to do. I'm taking my time. These are not time-sensitive things. I will release them when I'm good and ready. Liz Yates, an expert on political violence and bigotry. Oh, new person to research. Guys, can someone look up this Liz Yates woman? You know this woman's a communist. We just found a new person to research. Liz Yates is an expert on political violence and bigotry at the Western... Oh my God, the Western States Center. Do you guys know what the Western States Center is? Hang on. Do you guys know what the Western States Center is? I'm going to show you what the Western States Center is. Do you guys remember when I infiltrated a conference with the Institute for Research into Male Supremacism? Do you guys remember this? I infiltrated this conference into the Institute for Research on Male Supremacism. Look at one of the sponsors of the conference. The Western States Center is one of the primary funders of the Institute for Research on Male Supremacism. And I have their entire conference from several months ago on video. Also haven't released a lot of stuff from that. So again, we more proof that Russell is a dirty communist and that we should treat him with the disdain that he deserves. Let's see. So Liz is going to be good and pissed at me. An organization that monitors right-wing extremism told Salon that people like Borisenko have taken on an increasingly prominent role in right-wing movements. I mean, I don't think I have, but okay. Streamers have become increasingly visible and relevant in anti-democracy and bigoted networks. They film live or online events and interactions and post the video that is often full of disinformation. So they're pissed off that I recorded their conference back in May and posted full clips from their conference. Another win for me. Bet Russell is regretting writing this hit piece right now. Well, we'll see, I guess. Their goals are to gin up support for bigoted and authoritarian policies, encourage harassment of political activists and people from targeted communities, and even attempt to trigger federal and state action. Yeah, mostly true, actually. They're basically the cheerleaders and enforcers of those who don't like leading assaults on multiracial democracy. No, Liz, what I do is I record your sorry asses and I put it on the internet, and then you guys don't like how you look. So cry, 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 Liz. I go into your events, I record you, I put the full video on the internet. You assholes can keep saying I take things out of context all you want, but I always have the full video on the internet that literally anyone can go watch. And you guys are pissed off at how you come across when you don't know you're being recorded. So tough luck, too bad, so sad. They incriminate themselves. Exactly. Yates cautioned that streamers' depictions of events are often false or misleading. I'm just going to have to put the full footage of the Institute for Research into Male Supremacy conference live on the internet, aren't I? It's already live on the internet. It's just in an unlisted video. So I'm just going to have to release the full coverage of their event so everyone can go in and watch it. I recorded them for like was that like 3 days? That was like 3 or 4 days of recordings. I can make them live on the internet. I have no problem doing that. So we must promote accurate and complete information. Oh, I'll give you complete information without engaging these disinformation spreaders platforming their content. Since his firing, Alter has sued his former employer. His attorney, Amanda, told Salon that Dr. Alter was terminated because he espoused views that are unpopular in today's conservative, politically charged environment, in violation of his First Amendment right to free speech. Amanda has also disputed the account provided by Borisenko. You stupid retards. The full video is on my Substack. On September 7th, a Sunday, Dr. Alter spoke at an online conference organized by Socialist Horizon. He said he never represented his own opinions were that of Texas State University. He spoke in his individual capacity on his own time, and his connection to Texas State University was revealed only by another participant. Well, too bad, so sad. Unbeknownst to the conference organizers, a self-described fascist influencer registered and attended the conference and violated the conference's policy of no recording or streaming. Ooh, too bad, so sad, conference organizers. Afterwards, she posted Dr. Alter comments to her, and there's going to be more posts after that. Amanda, you guys better get ready. Damp House initially accused Alter of inciting violence. In the lawsuit, Alter said he was told he was fired by the university after the university received a complaint. Conduct that advocates for inciting violence is not directly contradictory to the values of Texas State University. I cannot and will not tolerate such behavior. The clip circulated by Borisenko and other far-right accounts begins with Alter saying, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to read all that. The move to fire Alter, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Best hit piece ever. Best hit piece. Was this a great hit piece, or was this possibly the best hit piece of all time? I feel pretty good about this. One in the chat if you guys like this hit piece on me and think it's basically the greatest hit piece that's ever been written. Two in the chat if you're like, Karlyn, I just don't know if I can support you after reading this hit piece. One in the chat if you think this hit piece actually makes me look awesome. Two in the chat if you're like, Karlyn, I don't know if I can continue to support you after this stunning hit piece that's been written on you by Salon.com. Thanks, Kino. Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Russell, I told you that you writing this hit piece would only make me more powerful. And look, you writing this hit piece has literally only made me more powerful, you fucking retard. So thanks, Russell. Appreciate it. Hey guys, if you want to support the work I'm doing, you can head over to my Substack. That is Karlyn, KARLYN.substack.com. Lots of great stuff going up on the Substack. Make sure you sign up for a free membership. If you want to support the work I'm doing with $8 a month, $80 a year, you can feel free to do so over there. Also, remember, we have a limited edition coffee line in the Red Menace Supply Company. That is redmenacesupply.com. This is my merchandise store. In honor of the quartering being a fat fucking retard on the internet, I have launched my own coffee line. We have Counter Revolutionary Coffee, which is like a medium roast. We have Decode the Left dark roast, and we have Abolish Queer Marxism, which is more of a light roast. I thought for more like light in the loafers and stuff like that. And so you can pick up your very own extremely limited edition collection of coffee from my merch store if you want to give the quartering a middle finger, and you can get other cool merch in the store too, like these amazing designs. Russell didn't even mention, I'm actually really annoyed by Russell because Russell didn't even mention that I sell a t-shirt in my store that says bonfires are needed. Like, I literally sell fascist t-shirts in my merch store. Russell, bad journalism, bro. Bad journalism, but you guys can get the t-shirt. It comes in black, and look at it in orange. Doesn't that look rad? Anyway, all this stuff is in my merch store. You can check out the other designs as well. And of course, all purchases do support the work I'm doing, and that is redmenacesupply.com.